Senior golfers looking to hit the ball further, this video is for you. We are going to get you hitting the ball longer in less than 5 minutes. So let's take the senior golfers out there, any senior golfers, anyone who's had a sports injury, anyone with limitations. Here are some key things you need to make sure that you do. I see a lot of golfers who struggle with rotation in the body, and we're going to explain that in just 1 minute, how to get extra. So they have a similar look to this, and it really puts a limit on your speed. It really puts a limit on how far you can hit the ball. Maybe you've maxed out at something like a 160 or a 200 yard drive, and you feel that you've got more in the tank. You really want to try and get that extra 10, 20 yards, maybe even more, which can make a huge difference to your game. The longer you can hit the ball, the access to lower scores that you have. So here's 3 simple steps that you can take to get more rotation, lengthen your swing in the proper way, and get more speed. So in today's video, there's 2 ways that I want you to rotate. I want you to try and gain some hip rotation, which is going to encourage more shoulder turn. And we're also going to talk about the head. How should the head work in order to gain more shoulder turn? So I quite often see golfers with their knee in or not a lot of flare. And if you've got a limitation, if you're someone who struggles with a lot of hip turn, 2 things that you definitely should do is flare the foot and have the knee pointing a little bit more outwards and not inwards. If we do this, we're going to restrict how much that hip can turn. Then everything above it is going to be more restricted, and speed is going to be an issue. So make sure when you're looking down, we want this right foot to point out to 1 o'clock. If it still feels a bit stiff, maybe move that out to 2 o'clock, and that should make it a lot easier to rotate your hip. If you get to 2 o'clock and it still feels a little bit stiff, another thing that you can do is bring your right foot back ever so slightly. And the combination of the 2 is going to make backswing hip rotation much easier. So make sure you do that 1, 2 o'clock with the right foot. Pull the right foot back, and honestly, if you've not done that before and you're struggling with rotation, it will come so much easier. The shoulders should start to turn, the swing should get longer in the right way, the speed should pick up, the height should pick up. Lots of good things are going to come from this. But next up is one of the most important. This is one of the things that it's a bit of a myth. Yes, we don't want the head moving and swaying so much. The most flexible part of our spine is the top of the spine. So rather than having both eyes down at the golf ball, and I see a lot of golfers do this, the less flexible you are, the more important it is that you don't do this. I see a lot of golfers trying to keep both eyes on the golf ball. The head doesn't move whatsoever, and we've now hit our limit. We can't rotate anymore. What I want you to try and do is try and rotate the head slightly. So as long as we can see the ball from the left eye, we allow that head to rotate slightly. That gets the upper spine starting to turn, and we're going to get a lot more shoulder turn when we do that. So we're set up 1, 2 o'clock with the right foot. We're going to allow that head to rotate ever so slightly. And then from there, we should start to get more rotation. So up to the top, right foot back, flared out a little bit, and a little bit of head rotation. So golfers, that's a really easy thing that you can do to get extra rotation. We can flare the right foot, we can bring the right foot back, and if we allow that head to rotate, we're still going to see the ball. We'll see a lot of good drivers do this. You're still going to see the ball, but you're really going to start to gain a lot of chest turn, a lot of shoulder turn. Combine that with good hip rotation, and we've got access to a lot more speed and a lot more distance. So give those things a try. Comment down below what your current driving distance is, how much distance you're hoping to achieve, and if you'd like any extra help specific to you, check out the description link below where you can get a free golf lesson with me via the Skillest app. So just click that link, you'll see it here just on the screen, and then you can send over some swings and get some extra specific help to improve your golf. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do consider clicking that like button, subscribing to the channel. We're trying to get the amount of subscribers up. If we can get those subscribers up, we can get even more good quality content out to help you with your game. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.